The first signs of it were that I was getting angry quite a lot, not physically angry or anything like that, but just getting quite angry and quite emotional, and I kind of didn't know why that was happening. And then eventually my wife said to me, look, I think you need to go and seek help. You know, I was not sleeping very well. And there wasn't any event that happened, so it wasn't as if someone had died or we had a big change. It just suddenly came about. It seemed like it came about for no reason. And that was one of the hardest things about recovering at first, because I couldn't accept that it had happened. I couldn't accept that I was in that position. But I was very fortunate because I was very transparent about it. I told my work, because I thought, well, people might as well know. So I told my work. Arlo were really supportive and basically said to me, what do you want? What do you want us to do? Do you want time off work? And I knew I didn't want time off work because my worst times were weekends when I was dreading what was coming up the next week. So I got help from my company. The NHS basically gave me a psychiatric nurse who was amazing, and she introduced me to this thing called cognitive behavioral therapy, and I still use that today. And basically, through the process of a lot of support from a lot of different places and making good choices, knowing the things that made me happy and the things that didn't make me happy, and it's really simple, do more of the things that make you happy, less of the things that don't. I've managed to kind of, recover really well, but it's always there. So the thing that I've learned over the years is you will never get rid of whatever it is, but you can learn to embrace it and control it and use it to your advantage.
So for you, was a work-life balance part of the fundamental question? And if people are working too hard, they're not getting enough sleep, are they more prone to actually feeling like they can't cope at the end of the day?
Yeah, I think there's certain triggers. I think lack of sleep there's a massive correlation with lack of sleep and our mental state. My other triggers it isn't actually about working too many hours because I get really energized by work, but it's poor diet, it's alcohol or any form of kind of drug stimulant, whatever. And also it's doing those things in combination with each other. So I can do a few late nights, or I can have some times when I'm drinking, but if I do those in combination with each other, that's when I can feel the triggers. So I think it's really important because we are living in an age where it's a bit more acceptable to talk about it, but there is still a stigma, by the way, just so you know. Well, you probably do know, you don't need me to tell you that. That we have to just talk about it, and it doesn't stop you from being successful. It really doesn't.